And Sammy White, the outside receiver, is with veteran Bob Tucker at tight end. The offensive line, Steve Riley, Brent Boyd, Dennis Swilley, Wes Hamilton, Ron Yeri. Yeri coming back after an injury to his foot. He'll be watched closely. In motion, the tight end. Give it off inside to number 34, Ricky Young from Jackson State, where he was the blocking back for Walter Payton. Eddie Payton, the older brother of Walter, the kick return man for Minnesota. Offensively deployed in this manner, L.C. Greenwood, Joe Green, some of those familiar names Merlin talked about, Steve Furness and John Banaszak in the front four. The linebackers, Ham, Lambert, and Cole. We'll see Lauren Taves a lot as well today. Ron Johnson and Mel Blunt at the corners. Donnie Shell and Mike Wagner. Wagner had 3 interceptions last week, are at safety. Ted Brown spinning outside and has the first down, I believe, close to the 35-yard line. Brown in his second year from North Carolina State.
Ted Brown, they feel, is the kind of a man who can give them balance. Watch him spin here. Beautiful move, gets to the outside. Number 56, Robin Cole, had pinned himself inside. Brown able to get a good gain before they drive him out.
Kramer tossing to Brown. And he fights to the 40-yard line. Nearly a 5-yard gain. Crowd of 47,000, the usual sellout here in Viking country. They'll be moving indoors in a couple of years. A dome stadium being constructed in downtown Minneapolis. Well, as you well know, we'd like to pursue that later in the telecast. 2nd and 5 from the 39. Brown again. Out to the 44-yard line, shy of a first down. Less than a yard at the 44. Ricky Young. Easily the first down at the 48-yard line. Young, who blocked for his nephew Walter Payton at Jackson State, and yards. First down, Minnesota 48. Kramer's first pass of the game. In trouble, dumps it off complete to Brown. 40. He's all the way to the 35-yard line. Kramer for the first time. This offense introduced to the attack by Grant this year. Open is Rashad, but he didn't get both feet down. The pass is a little too high, as twice Rashad makes catches, but both times the ball thrown out of bounds. Harris and the youngster second-year back Hawthorne. Wide receivers, Jim Smith for the injured John Stallworth. He's caught 5 touchdowns in 3 games. Swan with a tight end, Grossman. Peterson and Penny. Webster, the strong center, all-pro. Corson and Brown, the offensive line. The defense for the Vikings. Mullaney, White, Sutherland, and Holloway. Sutherland, the only remaining member of the former People Eaters. Matt Blair, Scott Studwell, and Fred McNeil are the linebackers. Young corner John Turner from Miami of Florida. The veteran Bobby Bryant, he's 36. Tommy Hannon, they say the best defensive back for Minnesota, and Kurt Knopf leading the team in tackles is Knopf. 3rd and 5. Bradshaw's first throw. Complete to Swan. 45-50. 45, and Swan is out of bounds at the Minnesota 41. Tommy Hannon ran him out of bounds, but Swan a long gainer for Pittsburgh.
Let's watch the play develop and watch the amount of time that Terry Bradshaw has to throw. Excellent protection by his line. Swan coming all the way across the field. Very, very difficult to cover. Doing a good job of picking the extra yardage. Let's look.
2nd and 10 from the 41. To the 32-yard line, a gain of about 9. It'll bring them in their short yardage formation. 3rd and 1. Harris, first down, and he drives to the 27-yard line. So the Steelers move into field goal range and have a new series of downs. John Turner, 27, finally stopped Harris.
They don't come with a blitz here to try and get some pressure on Bradshaw.
2nd and 9 from the 25. Bradshaw all day dumps it off to Harris at the 21. A good solid tackle over there by Tom Hannon. 3rd and 5. Bradshaw in the end zone. Touchdown. Number 85, Calvin Sweeney. His first professional touchdown. He's in the lineup now because of the injury to Stallworth. He was the 3rd wide receiver.
And a performance he brings to this team.
Bradshaw leads the NFL with 12 touchdown passes. Matt Barr's kick is no good. It might have been deflected. Minnesota best at pressuring the kicker of any NFL team in the last 5-10 years. Barr may have just simply missed that one, and it could be a very important misfire. For the kickers, most of them complain about coming back to natural turf. It's much easier to have the ball set up on the artificial carpet.
Actually, Barr is very comfortable on a natural turf, and it doesn't bother him because of all his soccer.
Place Cole, better against the run is Cole. Brown. Boy, did that open up. And Brown is all the way to the 43-yard line.
To the inside. Watch him, number 76, right in the middle of your screen. And Riley is into his legs, gets enough of him to take him down. And there goes the play to the outside. Excellent job on the outside. Rashad doing a good job of blocking.
First down at the 43, Minnesota. Young in motion, and it's Brown this time. And knocked out of bounds at the Pittsburgh 49. Good play by Young, who came back inside. That was not a crackback. Second and 2. White in motion. That means both Rashad and White are to the near side. Kramer stays on the ground. Flag goes down as Young has the first down at the Pittsburgh 45-yard penalty.
Illegal use of the hands. 62 offense. Second down.
Okay.
Second down and 12. Kramer, who is 1 for 3, in trouble. Finally, Greenwood on the second chance tackles him at the 39. Greenwood had a piece of him early. Kramer able to dart away, and LC former. Steelers with an extra defensive back on 3rd and 15. Deep and complete. It appeared to be Ahmad Rashad, was it, or Sammy White? Sammy White, number 85, and what a throw by Kramer. It's a first down at the Pittsburgh 36-yard line. 7 passes to the Vikings. A big first down at the 36. Ted Brown trying to get outside. In trouble. But he finds an opening and makes a gain of almost 5 yards. Boy, that's quite an ad lib. Kramer to throw. Gonna run it. 30, 25, 20. And he's all the way to the 17. A first down for Minnesota. 3rd and 10 at the 17. Out of time. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. Well covered by Blunt. Also back there was Taves. The linebacker was deep in the end zone to help out.
Should not have been thrown, Beck.
Mike Wagner had the best chance at the interception. It's a 35-yard attempt by Dan Meyer. On its way, and it is good. A drive that was sparked by a couple of interesting scrambles of Brown and Kramer leads to 3 points. Timeout, 1:45 lefty.
That is absolutely incredible.
That is a measure of their total strength. 3rd and 7. Bradshaw, and he gets it away to Swan for a first down at the 42. Oh my, and there's one of the reasons. Bradshaw just being surrounded by purple shirts. One had a hand on him, and he still gets the pass away for a 15-yard gain.
He's something else in this pass. Bradshaw will be completely out of position and on his back foot. Watch him here. He eludes the rush right there. He throws off his back foot, still has enough power in his arm to deliver a perfect pass to Swan. Big, big first down.
Well, that's one of the many remarkable plays between Bradshaw and his receivers. A first down at the end of the first quarter at the Met.
That could have been called.
Tough call. It really was tough. 2nd and 10, and that's Harris up the middle, blasting into Minnesota territory. And it appears he has a first down all the way to the Viking 47.
Is that 75-yard rushing by the Vikes. That's about what they've been getting in a whole ball game. Not just a quarter.
Here's Greg Hawthorne with a fine run all the way to the 32-yard line. And another Pittsburgh first down. Can't hear him a bit better. Bradshaw on 2nd down and 6. It's to Harris. Oh, look at the power of Harris. He just knocked one of the Vikings flat on his back as he tried to make the tackle. And Harris is close to another Pittsburgh first down. Duck White, number 72. Kurt Knopf was the man who was blasted backwards trying to help out on the tackle.
To give you an idea of the Vikings' emphasis on that front line, Mulaney, White, and Holloway, all first-round draft picks in the last 6 years, and their first-round pick this year, Doug Martin, obviously destined, they feel, to step into that line, but that gives you an indication of the emphasis that they place on the line of scrimmage. And of course, for many years, they dominated games defensively with that great front four. They'd like to get back to that. They have not yet found that kind of coordination in this defensive line.
Well, when we talked to Bud Grant yesterday, 2nd and 10 from the Minnesota 22. Hawthorne trying to get outside. He's to the 17, the 16-yard line. Hawthorne is playing because Sidney Thornton is still injured, a bad neck. Chuck Noll says someday down the line, at least based on his personnel in 1980, Hawthorne and Thornton will be his backs when Blyer, who's going to retire this year, and Franco Harris, heaven forbid, Steeler fans would think, when Harris decides to hang them up. The 16-yard line. 3rd and 5. Bradshaw. Wide open is Swan. First down at the 8-yard line. Now Swan has his 3rd catch. Bobby Bryant, the closest defender, but Swan was wide open. Franco fumbles, picks it up, and goes to the 5-yard line.
Back. I mean, it would have been a costly fumble back here, but watch it here. Somebody swats the ball. We'll keep an eye on it right there. There it is. Swatted the ball. Holloway swatted it. Harris just reached down, not only covered it, but scooted back into the line, made a gain out of that. I mean,
on the wing right. Harris. Touchdown! Franco Harris tying Leroy Kelly for the number 3 spot all time in the NFL in rushing touchdowns with that score. Number 74 for Franco.
Getting it established right here as they're able to push that defensive wall back, control people. Franco finding a little room and is well into the end zone before he finally gets hit by Matt.
Through a key block. Here's Grossman, 84.
Randy Grossman, one of the smaller tight ends in football, but one of the smartest and most determined. Really a good job of making room for Franco on that play.
Actually, it got 2 of the Vikings. It's a 13-play drive, 75 yards, and the Steelers lead by 10.
Out of the shotgun, goes back. He's getting pressure. Look at Joe Green, number 75, and he sees pressure also from the right side. Banaszak. He just threw that one into the crowd. He's got to learn that when he's getting that kind of pressure, if he has to unload the football, throw it over their heads or throw it out of bounds.
Now the Steelers with a 13-3 lead and 10 minutes left in the half.
Not supposed to go over there. Your job is to stay back here, keep me company.
3rd and 6, a fumble, and it bounces right back into the hands of the Steeler ball carrier Hawthorne. 41.6 a kick. Never had one blocked in the NFL. Payton going to take it. Spins away from 2 men, but not from Robin Cole. And off to Brown. He's in trouble. Mike Wagner, the safety, makes the tackle at the 4-yard line with Shell helping him out. Brown did quite well just to get back to the 4. 3rd down and 15. Kramer, Ricky Young. Vikings just trying to buy some yardage so that their kicker, Greg Coleman, will have some room in the end zone.
The Steelers trying to steal that football, too. Joe Green had a hammerlock on it, but they weren't going to cough it up.
His own end zone. High, wobbly. Bell at the 49, 45, and down at the 42. So the Steelers with excellent field position. Ball at the 42-yard line in Minnesota. Greg Hawthorne cutting back against the green. Fumbles. At the 32, I think the Steelers have it again. And if that'll be 3 out of 3 for Pittsburgh. The Wolves.
Oh, yeah, look out.
2nd down. 7. Rocky Blyer just into the game, and Fred McNeil, 54, makes the hit at the 25-yard line. So Blyer in for that specific purpose, a little swing pass. It's 3rd and 2. Harris. He's got the the first down at the 20. Started wide, cut back inside. That play has worked consistently. John Turner, 27, made the tackle. 18, Minnesota. Under a blitz. Incomplete. Accidental contact between Sweeney and Nate Wright as Bradshaw under a blitz. Matt Blair just didn't get it off. 35-yard attempt. No good. Throw censor. Blocked the ball. But that was still a free ball, wasn't it?
Actually touches his feet into the end zone. It'll go back to the 20. Watch the ball rolling here, heading toward the end zone. Now as they swing into the end zone, right there, he picked up the ball. That's Beasley, number 65, but his feet went into the end zone. Let's watch the block here now, see who got it. They got it, one of the leapers obviously got it inside, but that's a big play. Something the Vikings have done so well over the years.
Stop Minnesota, get the ball back for a possible score in the final minute. The toss to Brown. 25 and out of bounds at the 26, so that stops the clock with 56 seconds left. Brown did not stay in bounds. Mel Blount wrote him out. Protect some injured ribs. Down the middle, Swan. Oh, he's so good on that pattern, and it's a first down at the Minnesota 45-yard line. Tom Hannon, 45. Minnesota made the tackle.
Bradshaw calling timeout.
Seconds left. Bradshaw. Open is Grossman at the 25-yard line, and Bradshaw just laid out a string to hit Grossman in the middle of that deep zone. Swan on a flanker screen to the 20. He can't get out of bounds. He's to the 11-yard line, and the Steelers hurriedly lining up. They want Bradshaw to at least throw an incomplete pass. Stop the clock. 8. They're going to have to hurry. 3, 2. Will they make it? One second left. How can you cut it that thin? Of 28 yards. It's good. Well, you saw championship form, and what an appropriate way to end the half. The Steelers showing you why they have been Super Bowl champions 4 times. That was a marvelous 2-minute drive. They did everything right, cut it right down to 1 second. Barr gets the extra 3 points, and the Steelers lead 16-3. We're at the intermission, Metropolitan Stadium in Bloomington, Minnesota. Pittsburgh at the end of the half has a 16-3 lead.
The Steelers able to control most of what they were doing on the ground and able to get their own rushing game going. All through that first half, the Vikes unable to give Tommy Kramer the amount of time he desperately needed to get the passing attack in full gear. Able to keep those drives going, the Vikings unable to do so. 2nd and 7, and
Bradshaw is sacked by James White. The whistle blew it dead. 72 White registers the first Minnesota sack of the day. That gets the crowd going. It's now 3rd and 12. Harris at the 23. 25. He is stopped short of the first down at the 28 as Matt Blair, 59, was able to wrap him up. Now with Ted Brown on 3rd and 7. Kramer. Got some running room. I don't think he made the first down. It's going to be close at the 48-yard line. Hit from behind by Jack Lambert, 58. Here would do that.
We'll keep an eye on Bud Grant and see if he shows any emotion on this play.
Up the middle, Brown. Oh, is it going to be close? He was straightened, and I believe they marked it far enough. It appears the linesman has given him about a half a foot, and that's what he needed. It is going to be a delicate measure.
Obviously letting that emotion out onto the surface. I don't think it got it.
Is it close? The Steelers say no. And they're right again. Baltimore 10 at half. New England over the Jets 14-6 at the half. Bradshaw on first down. Almost intercepted. Bobby Bryant was waiting in the right spot, intended for Swan. Couldn't quite latch on to what would have been his 49th career interception. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Rocky Blyer at the 42-yard line as he rumbles for 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Sends his backs in the pattern. Got away from Mullaney. 45, 40, and he ducks out of bounds at the 30 with a first down. Terry Bradshaw. He gained 10 and a first down on that one. Blair burrowing to the 26-yard line. Matt Blair was still another tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. Blair out of Iowa State has been a great player for this Minnesota team. And
his job requires him, he doesn't know whether the ball's going to be caught or not. He's got to make the contact, but obviously not trying to injure the receiver.
3rd and 6. And Harris on a trap, it doesn't work. He stopped at the 25. So 2 times here in the 3rd quarter, the Vikings have stopped Pittsburgh on 3rd down.
Than any team in football at blocking kicks and punts.
43 yards. It would be Barr's longest of the year. And there's some movement. Which way?
Well, I think it's got to be Pittsburgh. One of the things you try and do when you're getting trying to block a kick is you jump around down there and you try and get one of those linemen to lift his hand. That's what happened. It'll be a 5-yard mark off. I think he's out of range. They'll have to bring the punter in. Oh, good kick. Good looking kick. Oh, there.
And it takes. He kept it in play. And did he stop it? Yes,
yes,
before
he did.
it hit the goal line. What a coverage by the Steelers. Rashad on 2nd and 7. There's Rashad, complete at the 10. No. Did he have? Yes, it was complete. It looked as if he waved it no good, but it is allowed out at the 10-yard line. And there's Rashad, the most interesting athlete and one of the game's best. In fact, he's caught more passes the last 4 years than any receiver in the NFL. Doug Pascal from North Carolina is in, a rookie running back. To Rashad, intercepted by Shell, and Donnie Shell is pulled out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Shell leaping high as the pass went over Rashad's head. And Shell has his 4th interception. The 2 safeties for Pittsburgh have a combined total of 9 interceptions.
Let's watch Rashad. Now he's working on Mel Blount. And Blount, an excellent one-on-one coverage specialist, stays right with Rashad. And watch him here, back in. The ball will be tipped. It's tipped right there, alertly. Shell right there to pick it up and take it upfield. And watch the leveling blow right there on Tommy Kramer. And again, he's not getting the time to be able to deliver the passes he wants to deliver. Got to credit the Pittsburgh defensive line for that.
Rocky Blair inside the 10. He's to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Pittsburgh. Fred McNeil made the tackle.
Bradshaw's eyes as he comes to the line.
Franco Harris down shy of the 5-yard line as he draws a crowd of purple. 2 tight ends. Swan to the right. Rocky Blair to the 2-yard line. So Pittsburgh will have 2 cracks at it from 2 yards out. 3rd and goal at the 2. Bradshaw. Touchdown. Terry Bradshaw diving in under the tackle, and the Steelers have a touchdown from their quarterback. I'm not sure he was the one that wanted to keep it, but he saw the opening.
Working his way into that Viking lineup.
On 2nd and 10, under pressure, dumps it off to Ricky Young. Flag is down, and I believe we're going to have a roughing penalty on 64. Steve Furness of Pittsburgh. He hit Kramer late.
And a very big victory in their game against Washington.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, 64, defense, it's a first down.
Furness guilty. Veteran out of Rhode Island, a 5th-round pick in 72. Well, Kramer, 3 out of 13, back to throw again. It's 2nd and 10, complete at the 50-yard line, and that'll be a first down for Minnesota as Rashad up to cradle that reception. His 2nd of the game, his 20th of the year. He leads the Vikings.
Well, a real comer will be back pretty soon, they hope, off the injured reserve list.
Rashad to the left, White to the right. Kramer looking for Rashad, complete at the 32-yard line. So Rashad back-to-back catches as Kramer has his passing game cooking at the moment. 2.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Vikings trailing 23-3. Joe Simser in a crowd, able to take that one away from Lambert and Ham, and that alone is saying something when you can grab one away from those 2 ball hawks. Sensor with his first catch. You know, when he expertise at converting, and the Vikings in need of a third down. Ted Brown trying to nose his way to that 22-yard line is going to be close. L.C. Greenwood spearheading the defensive charge as Langer and Hamilton.
And we got a penalty down in there. I don't know what it is, but it was thrown late after the call.
In the Twin City area, and it blew up in his face, actually singed his face and his arm. Not serious burns, but scared the daylights out of him.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 64 defense, first down.
So God to the right, Sensor in motion. Sensor at the 8-yard line.
There's Perlis, the man right in the middle of your screen, the heavyset coach. He's the man that calls the defenses for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, he's a quality candidate for a head coaching job. Terrific person and an outstanding football mind. Long pass open. Sensor. Did he catch the ball or is it intercepted? Pittsburgh. Jack Ham, 59, came down with it. Oh, my.
Trouble.
2nd and 8 might be the last play of the quarter. That's Swan with his 6th catch and a first down at the 15-yard line. Bradshaw to Harris. 20, 25, 30 as Harris rumbles for 15 yards. Curtin off, 25, chopped him down.
Yeah, maybe so.
2nd and 10 at the 30. Flyer, fumble, free ball. And the Vikings have finally recovered one at the 20-yard line. And you saw something else you won't see in another game. Bradshaw didn't dive for it. He figured there were too many purple shirts there. 21-yard line. Brown and Young behind Kramer. Over the middle. Sammy White is going to be a touchdown. And sprinted in.
Kramer has time to get the ball off. Gets it into Sammy White, but you're exactly right, Dick. He fought for that football, and then coming down had room to make the play. Fakes Lambert into the ground and drives into that end zone. And as we said, they needed the big play. They needed the points. They got some of them right there. They need another one here.
He wants that guy that doesn't require so much footing to deliver a good kick. So the fumble, 1 play, 7 points. The Vikings are, as Danmeyer kicks it off. Pollard deep, onside, and it takes a Minnesota bounce. And the Vikings have it at the 36-yard line, although it'll be marked back at the 48, where it was covered by Terry LeCount. Boy, you couldn't have dropped that one any more perfectly into LeCount's arms. With Brown in motion, Kramer throws back the other way to Young. 50, 45, 44. And what a good play by Robin Cole. Had he not contained Young, Ricky Young would have had another 20 yards down the sidelines. It is 3rd and 5. 13 minutes left out of the shotgun. Kramer, open. Rashad, he's to the 31, a first down, and the Viking fans are starting to believe.
5 with 7 points.
First down at the Pittsburgh 31. Kramer going deep down the middle. Sammy White to the 7-yard line. First and goal, Minnesota. 4 yards on the play.
Chance to watch again. Little play action fake there to Ricky Young. Look at the amount of time that he has, and a wide open Sammy White taking advantage of that Pittsburgh.
Out of the eye for the first time. It's Brown outside to the 4-yard line. Just missed it. No one behind Kramer now. Quarterback draw. Touchdown. A play we saw last week when Jim Zorn scored on a quarterback draw. Minnesota uses it, and oh my, have they come back in a hurry.
Excellent call. Shifting through the linebackers outside. Good blocking on the inside. The hole opened up. 64 Furness across to try and make the stab. John Vella, 71, an excellent block. And a quick look at it. Again, as we said, 2 Pittsburgh Steelers defensive linemen out of there.
Less than 4 minutes. Minnesota recovers a fumble, scores on the first play, a successful onside kick, and a 49-yard drive, and the Steeler lead is whittled to 6. Second down and 7 for Pittsburgh at its 30. Harris at the 34. Fred McNeil, Scott Studwell, and Tom Hannon greet him. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Not to say they can't lose this game, because it's certainly a possibility right now.
On 3rd and 2, Grossman with a first down at the 41, and Bradshaw with a lot of heat defensively just fired a strike. I believe I might have even been able to catch that one. You almost had in self-defense. He laid it right in the midst of Grossman.
Randy Grossman has not been a big target so far this season, but certainly big here. And as you said, that ball perfectly thrown. Grossman wide open. That's the kind of pass, that's a control pass. And again, a very sure and a very reliable pass for this Pittsburgh offense.
First down at the 41-yard line. Pittsburgh leads 23-17. Bradshaw, a lot of time. Caught by Smith, and he's down at the 25-yard line. That ball looked to be a chance for an interception, but the Viking was late getting there, and it was Jim Smith all the way to the Minnesota 25, a 34-yard play. Down the middle, incomplete. Now, that was an excellent call. Smith had the ball in midair, but was hit before he came down with it. The ball popped free, and Smith is injured on the play.
Good time.
He had the ball in midair, but you must come down in with possession of the ball, and he just didn't get his feet down in time. As he... Oops, 76, Dave Roller says, my man moved. He's pointing at Mike Webster, and at 74, Ray Penny. Let's see if that's the case.
And they're going to give it to the Vikes. Mark off the 5 against the Steelers.
I'll remember a similar call in this field. Alan Page, when the Rams had a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
Full start. Open.
Tom Mack says, that's 10 years ago, and I still haven't moved. 3rd and 11. Bradshaw. Intercepted. Kurt Knopf to the 30-yard line. Knopf has given the Vikings the ball, and here comes the purple gang. Atlanta 43, Detroit 13 in the 4th quarter. Here it's 23-17. Pittsburgh leads. Kramer dumps it off in the flat. And Ricky Young is greeted by Robin Cole. Cole, a 1st-round pick from the University of New Mexico. 2nd and 11 for Kramer. Dumps it off to Young again. And down goes Young at the 35, and a flag is down.
That usually indicates holding, yep.
Personal foul. Roughing a passer. 67 defense. First down. 6.
Gary Dunn, Miami of Florida. Kramer. Complete to Bob Tucker, hit immediately by Mel Blunt at the 45. Maybe we can make it the 44. It's a gain of 4 to a 3-1 start. 2nd down, 6. Kramer rolling away from pressure. Intercepted by Lambert. Lambert right there, and Kramer trying to hit Joe Sensor, threw it right in the arms of the middle backer of the Steelers. So Pittsburgh stops the Minnesota momentum with 5:50 left. 2nd and 8. Harris, big hole. First down, 50. He's all the way to the 46-yard line before Fred McNeil can track him down.
He makes from the line of scrimmage, but the yardage he makes after contact. Watch Franco here. Just run through those arm tackles, getting downfield, then cutting back against the grain.
At 45 of Minnesota. 3 minutes left. Bradshaw gets away, and there's Grossman with a first down at the 23-yard line. Randy Grossman. Big play. Bradshaw again gets away from pressure into the end zone. Smith had fallen, or it would have been a touchdown. Jim, it'll be about 39 yards. 39 yards. Wind at Barr's back. On its way, and it is no good. No good. On the 22, Minnesota trailing by 6. Complete to Young, tackled by Taves at the 28-yard line, and the Vikings will get the next play off without a huddle.
Back in for this period.
On 2nd down and 4. Kramer. Chased by Lambert, and Taves gets him before he can get out of bounds at the 32-yard line. I believe he picked up the first down. Kramer's going to call time. From the 32. Quick toss to Young. That'll be a first down at the 45, and a no huddle. 107, 106, 105 remaining. Less than a minute remaining. Again to Young. Same play. Another first down to the 44 of Pittsburgh. Either after running 3 straight patterns. Both White and Rashad to the right. Kramer throwing down to Rashad. Out of bounds to stop the clock at the 27. Bill Blunt made the tackle, but Rashad did it exactly right. Vikings out of the shotgun. Kramer. Intercepted. Donnie Shell at the 10 and down at the 17. It was intended for Sammy White or Terry LeCount and picked off by Shell, his 2nd interception today, and the 4th by the Steelers, the 5th by the Steelers.
And Kramer learning a bitter lesson. It's not so much moving the ball down there as it is capitalizing twice in a row that he's been intercepted 5 times. He's going to have to learn that he can't afford that bad pass, or his career may not be very long as a quarterback.
And the Steelers will hang on to at least a portion of first place in the Central Division, and apparently will own it all by themselves as Houston is being beaten by Seattle.
One of the things that good champion must do is win the close ones, the tight ones. The Steelers did that again today.
And they did it on a turf where they had not won before. Pittsburgh goes home with its first victory at Minnesota. Dick Enberg, Merlin Olsen, final again. Steelers 23, Vikings 17.